Hi everyone, it's Kute here. I want to wish you a blissful and magical and just amazing Valentine's Day. We're in Los Angeles today, so wherever you are listening to this message, I'm sending you a ton of love and inspiration to your day today. It's Valentine's Day, and today, is a day where you may be giving chocolates and cards, and today is the day of love. And on the day of love, I wanted to give you a special message of a few things to think about today. And I've been thinking about Valentine's Day and been thinking about love and soulmates and that whole thing over the last few months. My question today is, on this day where everybody is crazed with love and obsessed with love and gifts and cards, and my question is, regardless of what's going on in your life and your relationship status, are you waiting for someone, or are you waiting for any reason or anything in order to love? Is there anything or anyone you are waiting for in order to love or feel loved? And on this Valentine's Day, rather than waiting to receive a gift or get a gift, what if you were to really acknowledge and feel the love that you are? Essentially, each and every one of us, at the depth of our being, what we are inherently already is love. Yet, as we go through life, we often forget that the core of our being is love, and we start seeking it outside. So on this Valentine's Day, I want you to remember and be reminded of the truth that what you essentially are is love. And the more you reconnect to that as your true nature, the more you're able to give it. So forget waiting, give up waiting for anything to be any different, and why not embrace that you don't actually need any reason or any special day to have permission to love fully and to love deeply and to love authentically and to love now. And that each moment of each and every day, each person, each situation is really an invitation and an opportunity to offer your heart, to offer your heart's gift, to offer your love to the world. Each moment is that opportunity. So stop waiting if you're waiting. Stop waiting for that special someone. Realize that you are the special someone, that you essentially are the love that you're seeking for. Reconnect to that so that you actually have more to give, and embrace every single thing and every single one in your life as an opportunity to express love. And in doing so, you will receive the gifts of love in that process. I'm just remembering when I was in India right now, and I went to see a dear friend of mine, a man called Dwarkaji. Dwarkaji is an 89-year-old man. I've known him for the last maybe 9 years or so. He was a former disciple of Gandhi, a man of love, a man of compassion. And he built about 300 schools in the poorest part of India in a state called Bihar, in Bodh Gaya, where the Buddha got enlightened by the Bodhi tree. And I went to see him to visit his children. I wanted to basically serve and love his kids. And these are orphans that he takes off of the streets. And I remember going maybe 9 years ago, 10 years ago, to visit this man. And I spent weeks with these children, and these children were just, they wouldn't respond to me. I mean, I served them, I loved them. They wouldn't even talk to me. It was so strange. And one day in frustration, and I think Dwarkaji could feel it, I told him, Dwarkaji, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go to the Bodhi tree, sit under the Bodhi tree and meditate where the Buddha got enlightened. And he looked at me with such compassion in his eyes, and he said, that's beautiful that you're going to go meditate under the Bodhi tree, but just know that right here in this ashram, in this orphanage, right here where we are, look at these children. In their eyes, you will see living Buddhas. You will see living Buddhas right here. You just have to open your heart and receive it. So, thinking of Valentine's Day today, somehow I'm reminded of that story of living Buddhas, that each and every one of us are living Buddhas, so that you and I, we get to embrace the opportunity of loving more, loving now, and we get to really embrace the opportunity that we don't have to go far, we don't have to go wide, that every second and every one is that opportunity that invites us into a deeper possibility of loving. And I really believe that this Valentine's Day, that perhaps the most heroic thing to do on this planet more than jumping out of an airplane or skydiving, and you may have done some of these, amazing feats, more than climbing Mount Everest or doing any of these incredible things, that perhaps the most courageous, the most heroic, the most profound thing to do, the most meaningful thing to do as a human being is to love. And is to love radically, is to love fully, and is to love profoundly. That, we live in a culture today where we worship superheroes that fly and people that pull burning bodies and, out of cars and do all these heroic feats. But I really am a believer that the most heroic thing for us to do is to love, is to give, is to, life sometimes gives us, through circumstance and experience and situations that we're put in, every reason to not love, to not give, to not open our hearts. That I really feel deep in my heart that perhaps the most heroic thing, to be a true hero, is to be willing to open your heart when it's been broken, when you've been betrayed, or when you have every reason not to. That willingness to forgive someone that has wronged you, and maybe you're right, but the willingness to say, I'm going to forgive you. This is what I want to invite you into this Valentine's Day. To be a hero is the willingness to extend yourself, the willingness to soften your heart, the willingness to let the guard down and perhaps trust again. That's what I want to invite you to in this Valentine's Day. We think it takes great courage to be a saint. And my father, I grew up with a man that was a saint. I grew up seeing miracles as a young boy. Blind people hearing and deaf people hearing and blind people seeing. And I'm getting excited, I'm sorry, but radical miracles. And I say that saints aren't the real heroes. That perhaps the real heroes in our culture today are those that dare to love. That it doesn't take that much courage to be a saint, or to be supernatural, or to be superhuman. But it takes profound courage to be human, to embrace the fullness of your human experience, to embrace the fullness of what it means to be in a body, what it means to have a heart and vulnerability, what it means to risk, what it means to open, what it means to be human. So, to me, this is the courage. You are courageous. To be human is incredibly courageous, with all of our insecurities and fears and delicateness and intricacies and tendencies, that we're still alive, that you're still alive, that you're still living, that you're still willing. To me, this is heroic. The heroicness of being fully human. So I want to just inspire you into diving more fully into life this Valentine's Day, to be willing, to be even more willing to be loved fully with all of the risks. Sometimes we want guarantees. Ultimately, when you love fully, there are no guarantees. No moment is guaranteed beyond this moment right now. So just know, as you love, it may not come back from the person you hope it would come back from. But when you remember that you are love itself, and you reconnect to that part of your own being, and you dare to offer that, you dare to give that, you dare to be loved fully, you are a radical hero. You are a radical hero. And this Valentine's Day, I want to just inspire you and remind you to be love. And in being love, you'll be a hero. And in being love, you will realize who and what you truly are. I love you. Happy Valentine's Day. Make every single day of your life a Valentine's Day and heroic. Love now.